Welcome back to Bricks and Yarn, y'all. It's a nice chilly Saturday. Sitting on my front porch, enjoying the sun. This will be the first ever video I've done about yarn. The channel is called Bricks and Yarn, after all. This is not a tutorial or anything like that. Just sitting out here crocheting. It's kind of relaxing. My vices are, you have to excuse me, I have Tourette's and motor tics. I'm not motor tics, yeah, motor tics. Words are hard today. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, my vices are crochet, Legos, and video games. And watching true crime on YouTube or Amazon Prime or the ID channel, which I think I can get through Amazon. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Anywho, my crochet story. I'm just going to give you some background since this is not a tutorial. Then, if you don't like stories, go ahead and click off. My crochet story. I grew up in a small town, and I spent a lot of time. My grandparents on my mom's side, my grandmother had, I'm trying to count, she had a lot of sisters. Let's see, there was Elaine, Hilda, Lily, Addie Mae, Hilda, Elaine, Lily, Addie Mae, Irene. So there was 6 of them all together. My grandmother died before I was born because her son, Richard, my uncle, was murdered. And when she found out, she had a heart attack, so it was a double funeral. And my grandfather on that side passed a year after I was born. So, I spent a lot of time. So, my great aunt, Mink, her real name was Mildred, my grandmother's sister. Her and her husband lived beside of where my grandmother had lived. So I spent a lot of time at her house growing up. We'd go up there every weekend. I'd also spend the night there a lot during the week, before I was in school and during the summer, along with the other great aunts as well. They lived in Draper. But my great aunt Mink, I don't know how she got the name Mink. Her name was Mildred. But anyhow, she took over that role as grandmother, spoiled me and my sister and my cousin. But she was always doing one of 2 things. Well, one of 3 things, really. She was either cooking, because we go there every Sunday for Sunday dinner. I grew up eating, I didn't grow up eating chicken nuggets and french fries. I grew up eating chicken nuggets, mushrooms, and squash casserole or broccoli casserole. That was what she fixed me every Sunday. I think the grown-ups had like roast beef or something, which is where the mushrooms came in, I think. But anyhow, she would cook or do crochet or smoke and cook at the same time, or smoke and crochet at the same time. Yeah, chain smoke, few packs a day, camel. Smoke was so thick it hung in the air, you could see it when you walked in. Everything in that house smelled like smoke. But she'd crochet left-handed. She'd make all kinds of things, hats, footies, blankets. She made me several blankets. So, hey Danny, my cat. But she would crochet left-handed, and she passed in 1995, I believe. I was in high school. I was in 9th grade, so I was 14 maybe. Oh yeah. She passed after a long battle of dementia and Alzheimer's, all that fun stuff. But I always wanted to crochet because of her, and I never could figure it out. actually started before she passed. I started being able to do just a chain when I was in 2nd grade because my cousin on my dad's side started fiddling with it, and she showed me how to do a chain. And that's all I could do. I couldn't figure out the rest of it. And my mother-in-law tried to show me about 16 years ago, maybe. Couldn't get the hang of it. I could do a chain. That's about it. So then my friend went to high school with, and she also had moved here. She ran a store at the mall, and I got a job there. She come in one day with some looms, darn looms, and because her, I learned how to loom it, and I made my first hat and scarf. And I was so excited because I did something even though it wasn't crochet. So then in 2018, I decided I wanted to try to crochet again. Plus my husband was like, why don't you try to crochet? You know, instead of doing the looms all the time. I mean, the looms are great. I did all kinds of stuff. I made a shawl. I made a shrug. I mean, gloves, hats, scarves. You do a lot. It just takes a long time because it's like, it's knitting, but it's not using the needles. It's using this round thing. So, did that for a while. Decided I wanted to crochet again. So I started watching YouTube videos and picked it up. And my aunt helped me figure out a couple things I couldn't get the hang of. I didn't start doing swatches. Swatches are boring. And I can't get to a straight line. I couldn't figure that out. I started off doing a granny square, which is mostly double crochet. And I got the hang of that. I did some granny square blanket. And then I made a granny square poncho. And it was all downhill from there. Not really downhill in a bad way, but the skills were, just watching videos. I can read patterns. I can read some patterns now if they're simple and they're from fiber artists that I follow, like Jaden Stitches, Bag a Day Crochet, Fiber Spider. He don't really have patterns, but he's got videos. I can do their stuff. Like right now I'm working on, this isn't really a pattern, it's just trying to make like a little blanket for me for watching TV on the couch. I can't remember the name of this yarn, the colorway. It's Cinnamon Swirl Cake by Karen. Got it at Michael's. I don't remember the colorway. I think like mint chocolate swirl or something like that. I don't remember. I've had it for a while. I've actually been working on this for over a year because I get bored easily. It's called the Waddle Stitch. So it's these little spaces here. It's a single crochet space, double crochet in each of these spaces. And it works up pretty fast. It's just something I do. It's one of those no-brainer stitches you can just do and relax with. I have made more complicated things. I had a friend, we're not friends anymore, now it's her choice. Her name was Wanda, and I crocheted a bunch of stuff for her. And that actually helped me further my skills because she convinced me to make a sweater. So I made a sweater and some cardigans and stuff for her, and that pushed my skills further than I ever imagined. So I'm thankful to her for that. I have a cardigan I started making for myself. I haven't put the sleeves on it yet because I can't decide if I want short sleeves or long sleeves because I don't like wearing yarn stuff because it makes me itchy. But over the top of a shirt, not that bad. So, actually I made her and my daughter matching sweaters. My daughter hates the sweater. She doesn't like the colors. So she wore it like twice somewhere in my house. The first sweater I made Wanda was hilarious because I actually had to sew. I do not sew. I'm not the greatest at it. I also hate leaving any ends, but I love crocheting. But that is my crochet story, and I'll try to put some more crochet stuff up on here. I gotta get camera stand set up. I bought one last year and I haven't set it up yet because I can't hold a camera stand and do this. And I actually hate the thought right now that you're seeing my face because I really didn't want to put my face on YouTube. At least you're not seeing much of my face. Nobody needs to see this. But anyhow, this is just a very simple stitch. I think this is my, ooh, I better not, I gotta cut that out. This is my third skein of this, or maybe this is the second. Might be the second skein. Now, this is not a yarn eater stitch. Yeah, I think I'm on my second skein. I'm getting ready to go to my third. That's alright. It's nice and cozy, and the wind's blowing today, so I'm cold. So, anyhow, on that note, hope everyone has a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.